Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a different video than what I normally do on my channel. Today I'm doing a craft with you guys. So the craft that I wanted to share with you guys is something that I have not tried yet, so hopefully it turns out okay. I got this idea because I saw these little glass lanterns or glass vases that they had at the Dollar Tree, and they reminded me of the oil lanterns that you could get like a long time ago. I don't know if you can even get those anymore. I know we have a set of them at home, but they're old, so I really like these little glass containers. So I picked up 2 of those, and I went ahead and took the stickers off of both of these. So there's no sticker. I used the Goo Gone to take the stickers off. Then I also picked up 2 of the candlestick holders. So we have these 2 right here. So these are just the glass candlestick holders. So we're going to be using that as well. We'll also be using some ribbon. So I'm going to be using this ribbon right here. This is the Buffalo Check ribbon from the Dollar Tree, or no, Dollar Store or Dollar Family Dollar. I don't know which it is, but it was only $1. So it was $1. So far we have $5 right here. Then I'm also going to be using some of these garland ties. So here's what they look like. They are these garland ties right here. They're just basically some greenery that you can put to use to tie your, if you're going to do like greenery down your steps or something like that, you can use it for that. But you can also use them for just decor. So we're going to use some of those. And then the only other thing that we'll be using is some jute. So I have this jute right here. This jute came from the Dollar Tree as well. You can get a 3-pack of this jute from the Dollar Tree in the automotive section. So it has the brown, the green, and I think it's a red, but I can't remember the other color, but it's 3 for $1. So I thought it was a great deal, and it really looks farmhousey. So I think it's going to look really pretty. And this ribbon here is going to go perfect with my little red truck theme. So I'm not sure if I'm going to put a candle in here or if I'm going to find a little red truck to throw in here. I don't know what I'm going to put inside of it for now. For now, we're just going to get it ready to actually use for decoration. I'm also going to be using some E6000. So I love this glue right here. My son got a hold of it. As you can tell, he was like going a little crazy with the container. So I'm sure I'm going to struggle opening this thing, but we'll get it figured out. Then I also have my glue gun heating up. So my glue gun is heating up because I want to be able to stick these together and show you guys how they're going to work. But I know that if I use my E6000, that's going to take a longer time. So I thought using glue gun, so like hot glue in combination with the E6000 would be the best way to do this. So this is going to be a really simple, easy craft to do with you guys for the first one, just to see how you guys like the crafting. I don't know if this is something you're going to like or not. So I do have tons of other crafts though to do. I may have to show you guys some of the crafts I've done real quick. I may have to bring them on here and show them to you so you can kind of see the kind of crafts that I do. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're going to do is this is going to go on top of here. So if you didn't already kind of realize that, let me see if I can make you guys see what I'm doing here. Let's lift you up a little bit. So that's going to go on top of there. So this are going to stack. So I'm going to put the hot glue and E6000 onto this right here. I wanted to put it like this originally because I think it would look pretty like that with the smaller base, but then it looks weird there. So I can't do it like that. That's just not going to work. So I'm going to put it the other way. So we're going to flip it back and we're going to do it the other way. So let's move one out of the way and we'll start working on one at a time. So the first thing I'm going to do is put some E6000. Let's see how, oh, it's not as bad to open as I thought it was going to be. I thought for sure he had goofed it up pretty bad. So I'm going to pull this forward and I'm going to put some E6000 right around the rim here, just because I know this stuff is like magic. If you've ever used E6000 before, this stuff will glue anything. I made a complete mirror made out of wood, and I used E6000. I didn't use one single nail in the wood mirror, and it works like magic. Like that mirror is not going anywhere. So now I also have my glue gun here. So, let me try to pull it over here. It was stuck. So I have my glue gun, which is really messy. So I'm going to put a little bit of the hot glue here. Try not to put too much because I don't want it to leak down in there. I just want enough to kind of get us a seal. Hopefully you're able to see. I'm going to have to get better at filming these as well. This is a little confusing for me. I only do beauty videos normally, but we're going to do some craft videos as well. So we're going to stick it down in there. Give it a wiggle. If you give it a wiggle, it kind of helps to get any of the air out that's in there. And then that's stuck. So that is stuck down on here. It looks really cool so far. So that is good to go. I think we have it pretty even. I think we're pretty even here. Let's double check. Yeah, we're good. We're good. That looks great. So I'm going to decorate the outside of this to make it look nice and pretty and ready for the holidays. So we'll push that one back to the side and we'll pull the other one in. So we're going to put some E6000 on this and do the same thing. So let's go ahead and do some E6000 on it first. So the E6000, let me open it back up. Do not leave your E6000 open because goodness gracious, that stuff will leak everywhere. I know, because I've had it leak all over my table and I'm like, oh my gosh, what in the world? I'm almost glued to the table. It's like fly trap. You can get stuck to it very quickly. But if you don't want to use E6000, they do have some stuff at the Dollar Tree. I think it's called Fix All, which I've heard works pretty much the same way as E6000. So you can get that at the Dollar Tree for only $1. So now we're going to put a little hot glue around here as well. Hot glue, hot glue. I am really bad with hot glue, guys. I am dangerous. So I don't know if you guys have seen my wonderful blister. Do you see my wonderful blister I've given myself with the hot glue gun? That was pretty amazing. So now we've got the combination there. So let's go ahead and put our top down on top of here and give it a little smush, give it a little wiggle. So that's good to go. So there we go. These two are done for that part. So now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put a ribbon around it with a little bit of the twine and then also some of the greenery. So we're going to make it look very Christmassy. So let's see which one. This one should be a little bit more dry. Yeah, this one, we can start messing with this one now. So I'm just going to take the greenery and I'm going to wrap it around here. We're going to wrap it, give it around there a good couple times so that we're there. You can definitely tell there's some greenery on here. You don't have to glue this or anything that we're there. You can use this for different holidays. It doesn't have to be just for Christmas. So I'm just going to push it around just like that so it looks super cute already. So we've got the greenery going on. And then we're going to create a ribbon. Hopefully we have enough ribbon here. I didn't think to see if we needed more ribbon. Let me grab the scissors too. I didn't grab those either. So they're going to be helpful to have. So I have my scissors now. And then I'm going to unplug my hot glue gun because I don't like that thing just sitting there because he scares me. Okay. So we're going to do a very simple ribbon because I just want a ribbon on the front of here. But then we're going to put some jute around it as well. So let's go ahead and do our jute first actually. Let's do our jute before we do our ribbon. So let's pull out some jute here. And we're going to put that around it. I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants, guys. I have no idea what I'm doing with this. I'm just kind of going with the flow. I'm going to wrap this very loosely just to give it that more country-ish look. Very loosely. You know what? I probably should start at one spot. No, that's okay. We could do it like this because then I can tie it. See, that's why I say I don't even know what I'm doing here. And I don't even know if I'm going to want the jute on it. So far, I don't like the jute on it. So I'm taking the jute off. See, sometimes you just have to figure out what you like and what you don't like. So let's go ahead and try the ribbon instead. So I don't like the jute on there, so we know that now. So the first thing I'm going to do is try to figure out how big I want my ribbon, my bow to be. I think I want it to be about this big. Let's see. Yeah, that's going to be a good size. Maybe a little bit smaller. Just a tad smaller. Okay, so to make the ribbon, all I'm doing is folding it like that. And then I'm going to go behind here and I'm going to cut these so that they're pretty much even. And then we're going to push it in like this. So see, you can already see that it's starting to look like a little bow. So I'm going to set that down for a second. And I'm going to cut myself another little piece of this off here. You know what? I need my hot glue gun still. Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. You can tell I'm the inexperienced crafter with you guys. I'm not used to doing this on camera. So just going to push this back together like I had it. And then I'm going to take this little piece right here and we're going to wrap that around. And we've got a bow. Do you see how easy that was to make a little bow? I don't know if you saw what I did. Let me try it again. So you're just going to take your strip of ribbon here and you're going to fold it in like that. So they're meeting right here in the middle. And then you're going to flip it over and you're going to go ahead and give it a pinch right there like that. Give her a good pinch. And then you're going to take the strip that you cut, this little strip here, and you're going to put that on the top of the middle of the bow. And you can push this in a little bit because it is a little bit thicker. So you can make it a little bit smaller. You're just trying to make it look like it's tied. So you're just going to put it like that. And then we're going to hot glue this. So once we got that all pushed in right there, we'll give it a little hot glue. So do you see how that looks? It looks like a cute little bow now. So let me grab the hot glue gun. Let me hot glue this. So I'm just going to, hopefully I can be able to show you as I'm doing it. So I'm just going to open it back up right here where I put the pieces together. And I'm going to put a little hot glue. Be careful when you put any kind of hot glue on any kind of material This is a great way to burn yourself pretty bad because the hot glue really starts to seep through and there's not much to protect your fingers. So if you have like anything to help protect your fingers, definitely do that. Oh man, I didn't glue that all the way in. That's okay though, we can push it under. We can push it under. Crafting is not about being an expert, it's about trying things until you get it right. Until the way you want it anyway. Okay, so alright, let's see what we have here now. Now here is our little bow. Goodness gracious. Alright, I'm gonna have to put a little glue here. Let's put a little glue here so we can get that to stay. I should have pushed it in better when I first did it. That is my bad. You guys will learn from my mistakes that I make during crafting. You guys will be like, yep, I'm not gonna do a Tiffany. Not gonna pull a Tiffany. So there is our little bow here. I think it looks really cute. I love the check, the buffalo check. I was gonna say the black and white check. That is not black and white. So there is what the bow is gonna look like on the side of here. And then I think I will use a little bit of this, but you'll see how I'm gonna use that. I am gonna glue this onto the greenery because I can pull that off and it's not actually glued to, got these little spider webs here. It's not actually glued to the vase. So we could actually just take some little lights and put them down inside of here. That would be really cute as well. So you don't have to actually put like a candle. You could drop some little lights down in there. That would be really cute with something to do with the little red truck because you guys know how much I love that little red truck. So there's how it's looking so far. Now I'm going to grab that piece of jute that I had and I'm going to move my hot glue gun before I burn myself. And now I'm going to come down from this bow here and I'm going to make it look like the ribbon coming down is the jute. So what I'm going to do is take my jute and I'm going to twist it around my fingers a couple times here. Just twist it, twist it. And then I'm going to, because I've got it nice and even now, I'm going to cut it in half. Cut it like that. I'm not going to cut it again because I can just take and glue it now like this. So what I'm going to do, her little ribbon's starting to fall, I'm going to take and put this up underneath the bow. So it just looks very country eclectic. It's not eclectic, just country-ish. Oops, goodness gracious. I think our greenery's starting to fall. We need to twist this on a little bit tighter. Yeah, let's get that on just a little bit more snug. And then our bow won't fall anymore. Okay, now I'm gonna take and put a little hot glue on the tip of this right here. So I'm gonna put a little hot glue. So I've got my hot glue on there, right here on the tip. And I'm just gonna take and tuck that up underneath here. And that's gonna be kind of like the ribbon coming out of the bow. So I'm gonna twist it to one side, twist it to the other. Trying to make it stay one way and the other. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm gonna hold it for a second just until that glue dries. Give it a second to dry. It doesn't take very long for hot glue to dry. It dries pretty quickly. So there we go. Whoops, one of these came loose. That's okay, we don't need one. So there's what it looks like so far. I think that looks really cute. What do you guys think so far? Oh, our glue wasn't completely set yet. Don't turn it up yet. It wasn't set. So there's what it's looking like. Don't pick it all the way up yet because your E6000 is going to make it completely set, but the hot glue wasn't all the way set, I guess, because of the E6000. I don't know what happened there. But either way, just don't pick it up yet. So I think it's looking really cute though. Hopefully I didn't get any of that greenery. No, I didn't. I was making sure I didn't get the greenery up underneath of there when I closed it back up. That wouldn't have been good. So I'm just gonna pinch that again a little bit more. Give it a good pinch. And there we go. And like I said, I'm just going to put something in here. I'm not sure if I want to put a candle in here, which would be cute too, a candle, and then just leaving it like that because it still matches my red truck decor, because the red truck decor that I'm doing is going to be using a lot of this style of ribbon, and then I have some placemats and stuff like that that are going to go with that, so that's going to look really cute. We are out of ribbon on this one. Uh-oh. We might have to get some more ribbon. Let me see if I have some more ribbon. We are very lucky. I have a new roll of this checkered ribbon here, so that's good because I was like, oh no, we can't be out of ribbon. That's not going to work. So let's go ahead and cut this one open and we'll go ahead and get started. Actually, let's go ahead and get our piece of greenery first. Let's get our greenery here. Getting it out of the little bag here. I should have pulled that out because these plastic bags are so obnoxiously noisy. Now I'm just going to, you could hot glue this to there if you felt more comfortable hot gluing it to it, because the hot glue doesn't really stick well to glass. That's why you want to use some sort of other form of glue that's more permanent. That's why I chose E6000. So you can hot glue to this to your glass if you wanted to. I'm just choosing not to because I know that once the holiday's over, I am going to pull it off and then I'll use it for something else in my house. I'm not sure what, but we'll put something else in it. Maybe I can put it in my beauty room. I don't know. Put some lipsticks in it. All right, there we go. We've got that tied around there. So we're going to mimic this one. I think that turned out really cute. I like it. I like that they look a little bushy down here too, these little ribbons. I think it's gonna be perfect with a little white candle down in here. I wish I had a little white candle to put into it for you guys so you could see it. That would just be so awesome, but I don't have one right now. All right, I'm gonna pull this open here. So I've got that ribbon off now. Now I'm going to do the same thing I did earlier. I'm just going to, I probably should have measured both of them together to make more sense, because now I don't know how big the other one is. That's okay. They're not going to be sitting like side by side, but we'll just kind of eyeball it. We'll just kind of eyeball it. I think that's going to be about right there. So I'm going to cut it right here. I'm going to cut right there. This is wired ribbon, which is really nice for making bows too. So if you want to make different kinds of bows, you can do the really fancy bows. I just like these because they're super easy to do. You can go ahead and put a little hot glue here sorry. You can't see what I'm doing. You can go ahead and put a little hot glue on these little pieces as well. If you wanted to, that might help to, when you're putting the other part on, that might help to not let it fall apart. So that's what we're going to do this time, just in case, because it fell apart pretty quickly last time and I was like, what did I do? Yeah, you're doing a good job showing tutorials, Tiffany. Okay, so let's go ahead and hot glue these two little pieces together. That'll help keep them secure so that we're there. We don't have to worry about it once we start pinching it around and moving it around so much. So now we're going to grab a little piece. So we've got this piece left over from the last spool. I'm just going to cut a little piece off of here. And make sure when you're using scissors to cut wire ribbon, you're using like old scissors or something, because this can ruin your scissors very quickly because the wire will mess your scissors up. So now I'm going to try to, what I wanted to do was try to pinch it in like this. And that way there, the little part in the middle is not quite as big and it looks a little bit more realistic for a bow. So I'm going to push this around and then push this around. And then I'm going to hot glue that. Make sure we got it kind of sort of centered. Let's push it down a little bit here. Now we've got it centered. It doesn't have to be perfect because guess what? I am no perfectionist. I do not do anything that is perfection. I just do it so that it looks good enough. So we put some hot glue on there. So I'm just going to fold these two pieces in. That way there they can be glued together. And we're going to get off these little spider webs. Now we're going to start fiddling with our bow to puff it out a little bit. Give it some depth. I love this little design, like the pattern. I love this pattern. Okay, so now that we have that bow done, we're going to put that on here. See, it looks kind of sort of similar. They look close enough. So we're going to put a little hot glue in the back of here as well. But we're going to go ahead and do our twine first this time. So since I know that I am using twine, I'm going to go ahead and pull some out. I'm just going to start wrapping it around my fingers. Wrap, wrap, wrap. I think I did it like 5 times last time. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. This is 3, 4. So that's probably good right here for this one. So I'm going to cut it off right there. And then going to cut this right up here. So we have these in half. All right. Then pull out that one little piece here. And then we're going to put some hot glue on here. And then we're going to glue it to the back of it this time. We're going to glue it back here. And then we'll glue this whole thing onto the candle. I think that might make it easier. See, we're learning. We're learning. And something else that we could do if you wanted to make sure that these don't all fall apart. Oh, see, this wants to go crazy. It wants to go crazy. So something else we can do is we can take this. We take that little extra piece that where'd it go? Here it is. We can take that little extra piece we had. We can use that to tie a little knot so that way there these kind of stay together. You've got your little bundle here then. Excuse the paint on my hands. I am painting. I'm working on another project at the same time. So while that's drying, I thought I would do a little project with you guys. So here we go. Now I'm going to clip that so that way there it's not stuck on there, because I think that'll just look better if it's clipped off. All right, so let's put a little hot glue on there. So I'm going to get a little hot glue here, put it on, and we're going to put that on the back of the bow. Stick it right about there, and watch your fingers again because this glue is extremely hot. You can burn yourself really easily, so believe me, believe me. Okay. So there we go, we are good to go with that. Now we're going to flip this back around and we're just going to put our little bow on here. This one looks a little, let's pinch it in a little bit because this one looks a little more pinched. Let's pinch this in just a little bit here. So there we go. And now let's put some more hot glue in the back of this whole thing. And then we're going to put this attached to our greenery. We're going to stick it on there. Stick it on the greenery. I think it looks Christmassy, just the greenery. I already makes it look Christmassy. And then of course, the little buffalo check ribbon just looks even more Christmassy. And I just love anything to do with the jute ribbon. I love jute ribbon because I just think that looks very country-like. So, there we go. What do you guys think? You guys will have to let me know what you think of this little project here. I think it turned out really cute. It's not anything super hard to do, and it only costs, let's see, 1, 2. Technically, we still have a ton of these, so not really $1 for these. And then $1 for the ribbon, so let's just say $1 for both pieces because you're going to be able to use both of those plenty more times. You got the ribbon for a lot more that you can use, and the greenery a lot more, as well as the jute. So let's say if you're just buying all materials, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, 6, 7. $7, and that would give you all your supplies, and you could create a bunch of them by just buying 2 more of these each time. So you could create like a centerpiece using all of these. That would be really pretty as well. So I will be putting a candle in here, and hopefully by the time I upload this for you guys, then I'll be able to show you a picture with the candle in it. So again, here's what it looks like completed. I think it turned out really cute. I think it's adorable. So I'm going to pause you guys. I'm going to show you some more little projects that I've been working on. And you guys will have to let me know what other things you would like to see. So hang on one second. Okay, so I found that it was easier for me just to take you around to show you the projects that I've been working on. So here is a project that I started working on, and this is just going to be a little thing that you can hang on your wall. And it's got the candy canes with heart that looks like hearts all the way around it. So that is going to be something you hang on the wall with the little snowflake in the center. That is one project that I worked on. I have, ooh, don't fall. Oh my goodness. I have also this project right here. I have this little tray. This actually is a tray that I repurposed because it was like one of those summer trays. So I got it for like 25 cents, 50 cents, something like that. I painted the whole thing with some chalk paint, and then I put this little jingle bells little thing in there. Do you see the jingle bells? And then I added this little decor to it along with, that is actually the necklaces that you get for Mardi Gras. So I added that to look like beads going around it. So I had made that craft. Then moving up to here, I have, oops, these are just trees that I'm going to be using for decor. So then I have this little painting thing that I did to hang on my wall. So this is actually a bag that you buy at the Dollar Tree, and then I painted a frame and roughed it up a little bit and then put that into a frame. So now it looks like a piece of wall art for Christmas or for the holidays. Then we have, this is actually a card that I framed. So this is something super simple that you could do. Take some cute Christmas cards and frame them, and they can look like cute little wall arts. Then I also have this one here, which is, this is a bag. Again, I framed this bag to use for wall decoration. So those are just some pieces that I've been working on. Those are very simple. You just pretty much frame things. Then down here, I'm working on this piece right here. This is going to be a tray for my sister-in-law. This tray is turning out so pretty. I love how this is turning out. I do have another one over here. Let me show you. Let me show you. Oh. So we have another one that I'm working on over here, but this one I ran out of the black stuff that I was using to work on this one. So I do need to get some more black material to finish that one up, or black paint. And then I'm working on a lantern right here. This is where I've been painting. So I'm working on this lantern, and then as well as, I'm gonna move you around, I'm also working on this little project right here. This is a cabinet door piece that we're gonna be redoing. Then I've created a wreath. I've created this wreath right here out of acorns. This is completely made out of acorns and a styrofoam wreath. So the styrofoam wreath is on the back side. I didn't paint the back side, which I'm kind of regretting now, but I did paint the front side brown before I started putting these on. This is what got my finger. When I was working on this is how I hot glued my finger. But this is just going to look so pretty on my wall, on my door or my wall. Probably my wall, because I'm afraid that somebody's gonna bang it up. And as long as it took me to put all these in there, I don't want somebody to bang it around. Then I made a cloche. So a cloche is basically a little covered dish. So I took a bowl from the Dollar Tree. So here's the bowl. I put a little knob on it, and then I took a plate from the Dollar Tree, and there we have a cloche. And in the cloche, I'm going to be putting some little red truck decor in there. So I'm going to be putting that for you guys to see. Then few more projects to show you. Oops, kicking my trash can. Then I made this little thing right here. This is actually made by a printout that I had with my beautiful buffalo check ribbon, and then some greenery and some, what is that called? Burlap. Burlap. And then I added some detail to this little truck here. Do you see the little detail? This is just a printout. I cut it completely out. So I glued it onto a homemade board. So this board is actually made with, as you can see here, these are shims. So I used the shims to create a board because I thought it was a really cheap way to create a little board. Then I made this cute little wreath here using the Dollar Tree products. I love this wreath. I think it's so darn cute. I'm going to be making a snowman. You guys will have to let me know if you want to see a snowman. It's going to be probably a 3-foot tall snowman, something similar to, probably about 3 foot tall. You guys will have to let me know if you want to see the snowman. And then I'm going to move you back around. You're seeing my messy, messy craft room right now, all the stuff that I've got on my floor. And now we're going to come back over here, and you can see this little thing that I made here. So this is a snowman. Do you see how cute this is? He's got the little hat on here. He's got the little deer with the trees. He's got a tree here, and then the red truck here. So, and this whole thing can be picked up, and you can shake it. So you can shake the whole thing around, and then you can sit it back down, move your snow around, and there's what it looks like. Isn't that so cute? I just think he is adorable. I love this one right here. This is one of my favorite pieces. There are more things I've created, but they're in a separate room right now, and I think I just showed you guys plenty that you would like to see maybe. So you just have to let me know what kind of projects you're interested in seeing. If you're interested in seeing more like stuff like this or more wood projects, you let me know. I am really excited about doing these YouTube videos with you guys. So just let me know what you're interested in seeing. And also let me know, what did you think of our little things here? Our little, I think they turned out really cute. I think they're adorable. I can't wait to use them. Put a little candle down in here. I'll get one of those little ones that you put a battery in, the battery operated candles. I'll get one of those and put it in there because I just think that's going to be really pretty. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my first craft video. Let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.